Hello, everyone, and welcome to Winging It. Well, what do we do on Winging It? Well, we wing it.
We are going to have fun tonight, for Wang Chung has decreed it.
Oh. So we do this show on the off weeks, the weeks where Birds of a Feather proper, and yes, I said it again, actually does not occur. So again, every single week we're coming at you. You get David, you get Christina, or you get Professor Pisu. Yes. So now what are we going to talk about today? That is the question on everyone's mind. Well, we know that it is that time of the year. It's the holiday season.
The holiday fucking season.
Well, actually, I was going to say the holiday season, but either way. So this time we are going to talk about the best Christmas songs ever per Spotify.
And I wonder if we heard any of these. We should say this now because since it is still the fucking holiday season when this airs, that our recent holiday experience, we got together to have our show meeting, the arduous night of brainstorming and spitballing that results in what you hear on Birds of a Feather.
Yes.
Winging it, well, she cooks that up on her own. So we were having this show meeting, and something occurred. First of all, the real question is, sleigh bells ring, but are you listening?
Yeah.
In the lane ain't shit glistening out here in California except cracked vials and broken glass,
They're shiny.
But, however, we did stumble across a holiday light show, this big, epic holiday light show that costs about as much as a cruise to Acapulco, but
pretty cheap cruise.
Excellent light show, synchronized to the music and everything. It was pretty amazing, and it felt really Christmassy there.
It did
in your Toyota.
Thank you.
Somebody puts a Honda medallion on it, and you just fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. Do I have to mansplain everything to you? It's a Toyota.
You can try to mansplain it, but it's called a VIN number, motherfucker, and it clearly states that it's a Honda.
Don't get me started on the whole concept of mansplaining. Not on this show. That's a butterflies and hurricanes shit happening right there.
Mansplaining is not something that will ever be done to me.
But since it is the holiday season, I have to do this now. Now, you, the audience, regular listeners, understand perfectly that we do not undertake this show without a bevy of beverages on hand. I mean,
that's true.
Got to be 2 or 3 beverages, but I wanted to throw another one into the mix, and I wanted to ask Christina if she wished to partake.
In?
The nog.
You found eggnog. Yes.
We were out on one of these arduous show meetings. The things we go through to bring you the show, and we couldn't find the nog.
We tried hard to find the nog. Yes, please.
Yes, and now we're going to have, in addition to our bevy of beverages, the nog. Let's have a little nog, and we will resume in a moment.
All right, we'll be right back. Nogging it up.
All right, we hoist high. The nog.
Yes.
In styrofoam cups.
I'm going to do what they do if they have fine wine.
Oh, swirl.
Yes, creamy egg notes.
Well, if I remember, I just saw Vincent Price do this in a film. He was an enophile. He was an expert wine taster. And you swirl and you swish and you put it in your mouth and you go...
Gross.
To let it breathe and release the bouquet or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But we were going to hoist a toast with the nog for what, Christina?
Well, to almost an entire year doing the show.
Wow.
I mean, already a successful show by our standards.
Next to last show of the year.
Yes, next to last show of the year. My birthday show coming up, right?
Yep.
And to BFF-ness. Yay.
Salute.
Just a moment.
Perfect creamy throat coating nog. Should be the choice of all radio persons instead of their alcoholic booze.
I thought you were going to break out alcoholic booze, actually.
She actually thought that.
I did, which was really stupid. It didn't occur to me. So now that we've had our nog and we're feeling festive as fuck, let's talk about the best Christmas songs ever. So let's start with the one that has the least. Still in the high upper echelon, if you will, but still the least. 1946, Frank Sinatra's Let It Snow at 244 million plays.
Wow.
Are you surprised by that? I mean, Let It Snow by Frank is classic as fuck.
That's pretty whopping, actually. I mean, considering he was gone long before the advent of any such thing.
Right.
And this audience that he still has that big of an audience.
And he's timeless. The way he sings it, his voice, everything. So, yes, and that's from 1946. Then we jump to 1984. Do They Know It's Christmas?
Ah,
Band-Aid.
Band-Aid.
At 268 million.
Wow.
Now I'm rounding. So I'm not saying 268,436,687, which is the actual number. Who's got that kind of time?
Nobody.
So 1957, Bobby Helms, Jingle Bell Rock.
That is ubiquitous. That
It
is.
is.
I heard it like 17 times today, in fact. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I love Christmas music year round. I love Christmas music. It makes me happy. It makes me feel, relaxed. It makes me feel peaceful. There is nothing like that song.
It makes you cheer up.
You did not. You did.
That's actually a bird, as you will soon find out.
You sure fuck will.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. That's right. So, no, I love that. And I also did, by the way, I went and listened to all of these just to refresh my memory. This one is not going to surprise you.
Damn. That is dedication.
It is. It's dedication. Well, and I love Christmas music. It wasn't painful.
Rub it in. Go ahead.
1958, Brenda Lee, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Gotta have it. 307 million.
Wow. Brenda
Okay.
Lee coming on strong.
So here we have 1946, 1957, and 1958 already, right? Represented with a break from 1984. Then we go to 1963 and Andy Williams. It's the most wonderful time of the year. See, just saying that makes me happy because I love that song. At 312 million.
Wow. Nice, Andy.
And so, yeah, that's pretty crazy. 2011 brought us Justin Bieber.
No.
Yeah. At about 315 million.
What's the song?
Mistletoe. By the way, I listened to it. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You're all set. And then we have 2011 again, a good year for Christmas music. Michael Bublé, It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas at 388 million.
Wow. I don't get the Bublé thing. But
I totally get the Bublé
I totally
thing.
don't get it.
He's got a beautiful voice and he delivers stuff with
Okay.
that standard thing. Yeah, I don't know. You and I have to have a talk about what sounds good. I don't know. Have you checked your miracle ear? Because something's wrong with it.
Funny you should mention that.
Maybe you should
That'll
turn
come
up
soon on
turn
the
up
show.
the batteries on that. New batteries. Yeah. So Michael Bublé 2011 and then 2014 Ariana Grande Santa Tell Me at 413 million. Now, I listened to this. The thing that's really sucks about her is she actually has a very, very beautiful voice.
A
but
lot
I
of
hate
people who
her
make shit music have beautiful voices.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why don't we get them some good? Well, I mean, I'm saying all this stuff, and she's a bazillionaire, and here we are doing a show for free. But whatever. So now what we have represented is 46, 57, 58, 63, 84, 2011, 2014, and now we go back to 1984 again.
84, same as Band-Aid.
Yes.
Interesting.
For Wham! With
Oh!
Last Christmas.
Wow, I have heard that this week several times. Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Last Christmas.
I had no idea it was that old.
When
When you've been around as long as I have, it doesn't seem like a long time, 1984, but it was actually quite a while ago.
Definitely a long time ago. 557 million plays.
Wow. Great
So-
song, though. Worthy. Totally worthy. Beautiful song, I think.
Absolutely a beautiful song. Though I will say, the production and some of the instrumentation used is a little cheesy, but it was 1984. Everything was a little cheesy in 1984. It just was. And the best Christmas song per Spotify, 1994, this should be no surprise. All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey.
Oh, Mariah Carey, the Queen of Christmas. I don't know how she became the Queen of Christmas, but I'm not surprised she's on there, although I honestly can't remember or name a single song that she does around this time of year. I just know that she does a lot of them because she does not interest me.
Well, that is her own Christmas song. That is ridiculous that it did that. That's 726 million.
Wow.
So those are the ones that are the highest grossing. Let's talk about some of the ones, though, that did not make the cut that, surprised me a little bit. And you tell me if they surprise you and if you have any other ones you want to add. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Gene Autry. That's one that I've been listening to since I was a kid. Super, super cute.
Wow. I guess people just don't go to Spotify to listen to something like that. But
I guess not.
it's on all the time. Really, you don't need Spotify this time of year. Just turn on any radio and just listen, and they play this stuff all the time. You know, the classics, the standards, and the rock Christmas tunes, even the direct, like Wonderful Christmas Time, Anyway.
Yes.
Did I just say
you
that?
You did just say that. Of course you did.
And with your support?
I try to be supportive when I can.
This is one of those easy times.
It's one of those, it's not that hard, but, it's all right. What about A Holly Jolly Christmas by Burl Ives?
Burl freaking Ives.
Why is that not
Sam
on that
the
list?
Snowman. Come on.
I was shocked by some. I was like, these are the ones that I thought would be on there. Santa Baby by Eartha Kitt. How is that not on there?
Catwoman sings Santa Baby. What's wrong, people?
What? That to me, I thought that was going to be number 1, and it wasn't even on the top 10.
Wow.
So that's pretty crazy to me. Mary's Boy Child by Harry Belafonte. I've been hearing that since I was a kid.
Oh, me too, yeah.
And I thought, why is that? But these are the ones, again.
I think that was the first record ever recorded, actually.
Probably ever. That's probably true. You are not lying. Oh Holy Night by Bing Crosby. Just destroys me.
Wow.
White Christmas by so many people.
Yeah, exactly. By it. Who didn't? Give us a list of who didn't.
Honestly, but Andy Williams doing White Christmas, Bing Crosby doing White Christmas, I'm in.
I think Bing Crosby is the definitive.
Oh, the definitive. Yes, I agree.
So what did not make the cut that should
Blue
have?
Christmas by Elvis Presley.
No!
I couldn't believe that. I was like, really? All the ones that I thought would maybe come up, not only one, because they're classic, but two, because they've just been in rotation for so long, and that didn't come up. And what about Run, Rudolph, Run by Chuck Berry? I just think it's so adorable.
It is.
It's so adorable.
Keith Richards does a great version. That's the one I've heard the most, because rock radio stations like to play Keith Richards' cover of that. Great tune, though.
And I will say,
it's Chuck Berry, man.
It's freaking Chuck Berry. Now, is that like the classic, like Bing Crosby, Andy Williams thing? No, but for whatever reason, it's like, how do people not just go listen to that? But I guess it's been part of my childhood and part of every Christmas. So anything by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. We didn't have Christmas canon or anything on there. Hello, they are Christmas.
All right.
Come on. So very weird. I thought it was weird.
No Mannheim Steamroller?
No, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also we didn't get the Christmas song Chestnuts Roasting by
Nat
Mel
King?
Torme.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
Or
of
even Nat King Cole. I'll take either.
Yeah, Nat King Cole was the one I hear
there's
the most.
nothing like him singing anything. He
man.
is also Christmas.
And of course, in my house growing up, the Jackson 5 owned Christmas. Their Christmas album was such a smash. Give love on Christmas Day. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, what else? Pumpkin?
Well, the other things that I thought were a little weird is the Carol of the Bells didn't come in. Now, I know a lot of people hate Carol of the Bells. I don't get it. Hark how the bells, sweet of the bells. Come on. How could you not love that song?
That seems like that was written as a placeholder until Trans-Siberian Orchestra came along.
That's correct. You're
I
exactly
heard
right.
Metallica play that the other day, too. Amazing stuff. Great song. Beautiful piece.
Absolutely beautiful. One of the ones that I really like, but this is going to be not done by an artist that you think of automatically, but Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by Martina McBride. She could just sing anything, but when she sings a Christmas song, just destroys me. But of course, there's so many people. Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra singing that song just kills me. But there's something about her singing that's so beautiful and pure. The other things, remember the Eagles doing Please Come Home for Christmas? That just does it for me, too. And that didn't appear on this list either. I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
Oh,
I love that song.
Oh.
And a lot of people hate it. And they're like, oh, that song sucks. I think it is one of the sweetest songs ever. But that's all right. But I think probably one of my favorite Christmas songs, I don't know if you have one, is White Christmas.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I've never actually had a White Christmas, but
really,
when I listen to that song, I feel like I'm having a White Christmas.
Oh my goodness, I had so many. Wow, I had almost 40.
Are you ready to hear how many times I've seen snow?
Seen snow at all?
Mm-hmm.
In real life, how many? One time you've seen snow?
It's when we went to the Grand Canyon and it happened to snow. I lived in Arizona all my life. Now I've lived in Southern California, and neither place is going to have snow unless you go to a certain spot to get it.
It is so rare to see snow here, too.
I know.
Like I said, ain't shit glistening in the lanes out here.
Seriously, nothing is glistening. Before we leave this entire conversation, I have to say one of the best Christmas albums ever done was by the Carpenters. There's nothing...
They really kill it for Christmas. They do.
God, that voice. It's that voice.
Yeah.
And then the whole feel, but there's nothing like hearing her sing it. It's just like having a warm cup of coffee in front of a fire, all snuggled up in blankets. That's what that Christmas album is like.
I wonder how the polls rank the rock star Christmas songs, because just about everybody has one. There are ones that everybody hates, like Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. You got any favorites there, Cookie?
The
Cookie?
The Love to Hate?
Yeah. The Love to Hates or the Love to Loves. So.
Well, I definitely hate Wonderful Christmas Time, but Santa Baby by Kylie Minogue, I gotta go. I really do. Kelly Clarkson, Underneath the Tree. I love Kelly Clarkson. Let's just move on from all that. Let's not do that. Anybody other than John Lennon doing Happy Christmas, War is Over, I'm out.
Happy Christmas, War is Over is one of John Lennon's best songs that he ever wrote.
No one else should do it.
It's beautiful. It's an absolute masterpiece.
And that didn't make the list.
That didn't make the list. And
that song just kills me.
Isn't it funny how they were, both wonderful in the Beatles, and Paul McCartney continued to be afterwards, but he wrote this shitty Christmas song, and John Lennon totally nailed it, writing the best one.
Absolutely.
You know what was a great one you don't hear very often? Billy Squier. You don't hear that one much anymore.
I don't think I ever heard that one.
Christmas is a time to say I love you.
Nope.
Christmas is a time to say I love you. See, they don't play it that much. The Kinks have one. These are, original Christmas songs of their own, not covers.
Ah, okay.
The Kinks have one. So many people have them. Elton John's got one.
There's a lot.
Queen's got one, and honestly, it kind of sucks, I know I'm a cretin for saying that.
Nothing could suck more than having a wonderful Christmas time. Nothing could suck more than that.
Yeah, a lot of rock stars have them, though. But
Coldplay has a song called Christmas Lights. No, I'm not into it. Nora Jones, it's not Christmas till you come home. We'd rather hear them record some standards. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Depends on who you are. If you're the Carpenters, all day long.
Oh, yeah.
If you're Justin Bieber, I'm going to say refrain. Just say no. Just let's back away from the mic. Let's just... Not that he doesn't have a beautiful voice. I just don't need to hear that.
Christmas belongs in the hands of Johnny Mathis and Nat King Cole and Dean Martin.
That's right.
And Andy Williams.
And
not Paul McCartney so much.
No, Paul, please don't. Just step away.
Poor guy.
And if they ever ask you to play that song again, just say, I can't. I don't want to harm anybody. I've harmed so many. Just stop.
That was like a final encore.
I'd have to go buy a shirt. That's where I would go buy a shirt.
Yes, buy a shirt just like I did at the Who.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us for yet another helping, if you will. Helping? I guess it's still right around time where you eat a lot. Helping of Winging It. What will we bring you next time? I don't know. It's still the holiday season. Could be holiday themed or maybe not. Maybe I'll go another way. So, David. Look on your faces. What do you want from me?
Yeah. Don't you have to say something first?
I do. I just didn't know if you had any parting words, but you don't. So
we'll
move
okay.
On.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we've come to the end of this, the conclusion, the denouement, what do we say, David?
Let's fly this coop.
Yes. Perfect.
This has been Birds of a Feather on Fusion Music Radio.